Hello. What's the haps? I want to like make a video. I just want to feel productive, low-key. Many people don't know what ADHD means. So I was like, let's make a video about ADHD. And what it is for me, at least. Low-key, it's just my therapy. Like, I want to explain it so that I can understand myself better. And hopefully some people understand why I'm being, how I'm being in certain times. Especially how my dad is being in certain situations, or all the time, low-key, because I'm becoming just like my dad now, which is a good thing, I think. But basically, I was like, let's make a video about ADHD. But then I was like, that's a dumb idea. Like, why am I talking about something clinical? But I have no other ideas, so I might as well just do this. So when thinking about ADHD, you think about the little kid throwing a tantrum, screaming for no reason. That is how it feels like now. Like, I wasn't like that. Like, I didn't have those kind of tantrums growing up. I mean, I had tantrums, but I don't think they were related to ADHD. Like, when your ADHD is at its prime, when you're older, you don't throw tantrums, right? You know better not to. You've learned how to be in society. You've learned how to act, what to do and what not to do. But obviously, you do feel like throwing a tantrum. You do feel like punching someone. You do feel like breaking down. You do feel angry. Like, it's so much anger. But obviously, you're not gonna do that because you were grown up. You know how to act better than what you would when you were a kid. And then that just like builds up inside of you. It just implodes within you. And that's annoying. That's the first thing about ADHD not everyone realizes. After that, there are things that people just think of when they think of ADHD. They're like, someone's just getting distracted. We're talking about something and I'll see something and I'll just completely forget what we're talking about and I'll completely go on to another tangent. That does happen. That's very normal. Happens all the time. However, that is very much the basic part of it. No one understands how many layers to ADHD there actually are. We get distracted, I get distracted, but along with that, it's just way easier to grab onto bad habits, like tics. For example, when I'm eating food, I clean the plate. Like, I make a lot of sound with my fork, and you cannot tell that anyone has ever eaten there. I used to see my grandfather doing it when I was growing up, and I picked up on it, and I still do it now, and literally everyone in my life hates that. But I like literally cannot stop. Like, it bothers my brain. I cannot stop doing that. Once I was eating and my mom, like, I was done, but I was like cleaning the plate. And my mom just puts a little napkin on top of it. And there was like one piece of rice left, like a grain of rice. And I was like, Mom, I need to eat that. And I was so upset. And I had just landed back into India from college and she did that at 4 a.m. I was so upset. But anyway, and then the other thing that I got, like, while I'm sitting, while I'm doing anything, literally in everyday life, whatever it is, I will do this thing. Basically flex, but it's like a tic. And that's why my arms are so sore all the time. But I don't just do it with my arms, I do it with like all my muscles. I'm doing it subconsciously. I don't realize I'm doing it, but then when I realize I'm doing it, I can sometimes stop and sometimes I can't. I feel like I'm not really doing a good job explaining it. Let's get to the main thing. I really hope I can explain this well, and I really hope it comes. I hope my brain doesn't switch off. Okay, there are things that I know are happening, but I don't realize or comprehend it enough to do something about it. Like, I know that the trash is full, okay? When I say my ADHD's gotten much worse, this is what I mean. Usually, in the back of my head, I'm like, there's something wrong. There's something I'm forgetting, or there's something, like, I always have like a little bit of a negative feeling because I know that there's something that I have to do, or this or that. That's completely gone now. I don't have any of that feeling. I know I have to take the trash out, but I'm not comprehending that piece of information enough to go take the trash out. It's not that I'm ignoring it. It's not that I don't care enough to realize these things. I know it. I'm not being able to phrase it in a sentence or in a plan of action. This is when I need some hand holding This is when I need to talk to mom, I need to talk to Zenya, I need to talk to these people, and then I realize what I'm doing is wrong, or what I'm doing is incorrect, or what I'm doing is right. It's like my head is a dictionary, but that dictionary doesn't have the ability to phrase sentences. They're just words that exist, but it's not making a sentence, so I don't know what exactly about it is what I'm actually feeling. That makes sense. Since I was a kid, I always say, it's like I know 2 plus 2 is 4, so that means 3 plus 3 is 6. I know that, but I don't comprehend that that is addition. I don't realize that we're adding. I just can see a pattern, so I can pick it up. I don't know that we're doing addition. I don't know what we're doing, and I don't know why we're doing it, and I don't know what is going on about it. I'm not being a shit person or a shit friend or a shit daughter or a shit sister. It's just that it's not clocking to me.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
Just not being able to process what I'm thinking into words. The reason I feel so like all the time like everything's jumbled up inside me is because I don't know what it is. So when I was diagnosed with ADHD, I had a huge like sigh of relief because there's a name to it. Of course it's annoying for people like your sister to have ADHD and like use that as an excuse and then just not do anything in life. Having ADHD means that you are a certain way. So even when you know you have ADHD, you're not going to do anything to fix it. You're not going to try different ways or whatever because it's tiring. Also, one thing that I genuinely believe, but also understand that's a little irrational thought, is that why is it that the people who are supposedly disabled, like let's say I have ADHD, a learning disability, right? That's what it's called. Why are the people who have learning disabilities the ones who need to change the way they are in order to meet all of the ways that the world works in? Why can't the supposedly smarter people who have no learning disabilities, why can't they form ways in learning how to be around us and how to act around us? Doesn't that logically make more sense? If I lack something that another normal average body has, or if I have excess amount of something in my body that an average person has, shouldn't the average person, who there are more numbers of in the world, I'm assuming, could be wrong again, please don't fact check me on this, shouldn't they work together and learn our ways? They're obviously better at learning. Doesn't that make sense? Anyway, another thing that people don't understand, people with ADHD are prone to just saying whatever's on their mind. They talk a lot. They say whatever they want to say. If someone's talking about something, I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, oh my god, you don't know what that means? There's so many things in my life that I've been like, I need to just become a sober person. I just need to stop talking. I just need to become very reserved, mysterious. People will like me better. People will respect me more. I just say whatever's on my mind. So that leads everyone to think I'm a very dumb person. That leads everyone to think I am very like frivolous. I might be frivolous. I like gossiping. I like kiddie parties. I don't know what frivolous means. I also crack jokes in a way that like I present myself in ways that make myself look dumber than I am. There were so many times in school. I remember we had like business management exam the next day, 12th grade final exams, and we were on call, me and a couple friends, and one of our friends just wasn't getting the answer. And then I was like, wait, no, like just think about it like this, like it's like think about it, it's just common sense. And he was like, no one has a shot, like let me listen from him, like you tell me. And I'm like, they're literally ratifying all these like equations, and I'm like, think about it, it's common sense. Nobody wanted to hear me, and I topped business management. Still I'm the dumb one. Come at me, bitch. And then there was another story where we were in 10th grade and we had to pick what math level we wanted to be at for 11th and 12th grade. So we had the choice. There was math AI and there was math AA. Math AA is supposedly a little tougher than math AI. But within those, we had math AI SLHL, math AA SLHL. I was pretty decent at math at the time. I was talking to my friend and I was like, I think I'm gonna pick math AI HL. And she was like, Yeah, man, like I wanted to do math AIHL, but like all the dumb people are now taking math AIHL. That stayed with me. You know, like people perceive me like that. So now I just hate making myself perceived that way. So I'm like, maybe I'll just be the quiet one. Maybe I'll be mysterious. Maybe like that will lead for people to respect me more. Because I've had people say that they like me more, but they respect Sanya more. And I'm like, why the fuck would you say that? That's not okay. But because I am the kind of person who just says anything on my mind, I am perceived that way. I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm not even successful at pretending to be someone I'm not. You know, I just am who I am. I can't do anything else. So, like, piss off. I don't think I need to be fixed. And I know that was never anyone's intention, but I hate that word now. So please, whoever is watching this, never say that word to me. Thanks. I hope I've covered most of it. My camera is low-key dying. I hope this makes you understand a little more about me. And I hope this makes you understand my dad a little better as well. I'm literally his daughter, head to toe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. And I'm gonna keep making videos because I believe YouTube gets you a lot of money and I'm broke as fuck. Bye!